did the countdown. It says we're live. These are OD Black Day Packs, which we have available. We have a few of them. Once you guys are on here, just type out, let us know you're here. Here is parts, more parts for rifle cases. I've got OD somewhere here. Yeah, there they are over there. William S., what's up, man? How are you? Starting late tonight. We've been in here just cutting patterns and stuff. Billy Magnum, what's up? Gold Leader, how are you? Larry Roberts. Usonian, what's going on? Isaac Barrett, how are you? Peck, what's going on? Evan Haley, what's up, man? What's up with you guys? Chris Watkins, what's going on? Started watching Peaky Blinders. Yo, I have not seen. I've seen people make mention of it. I've seen like little clips, you know, on like shorts on social media and stuff. Takes place where? London? Actually sat and watched. What'd you watch? Edge of Tomorrow. What's that about? It's good. Right on. Kevin, how are you? Anybody doing anything good today? I'm seeing 29 on, only 7 thumbs up, guys. Hit that like button for us. Double tap your screen. If that doesn't work, literally just double tap your screen. On most devices, it'll give a like. If that doesn't work, just back out of the comments. Hit that thumbs up for us. Land of Bad. What's that about, Aggie? I haven't even heard of that. Edge of Tomorrow is like Groundhog Day, but alien warfare. Sounds fucking wonderful. Peaky Blinders is a great series about how gangsters became politicians. Well, it's about true, right? Politicians use gangsters. Sci-fi, Tom Cruise, time travel, end of the world aliens. How's the sharks good? Yukon. I never did see you answer that, man. Yukon, are you in Alaska? Thumbs up if the content. Well, Josh Baker, I will just remove your ass right now. You are banned as an example to others. Fucking gone. It's about Delta and drone unit out of Vegas. Oh, interesting. Not in Alaska. Okay, I got it. I enjoyed Landman. I kind of watched some of that while doing other shit, and then Lioness. I watched some of that. Doomsday Prepper? No. I've been doing this shit for 30 years before Doomsday Prepper. Doomsday Prepper actually filmed here in my shop. Filmed at James Yeager's range. My friend James filmed out there at his place. They never aired that episode. But no, I live on a farm, and we call it the compound, and we do homesteading events and workshops and parties, and I've been in business for 35 years. On these sewing machines, we make nylon tactical gear. That is being in a position in the industry to get to go and do some pretty cool shit here and there. Taylor Sheridan making some amazing stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know who Taylor Sheridan is. Those rifle cases are fucking awesome. We're finally above zero here in northern Mid. We are too, man. I was actually outside in just a hoodie today, and I didn't even have to dump ice cubes out of, like frozen water bowls. We switch over to the rabbits and everything when it freezes to rubber water bowls, so we can dump them out and put unmelted water in them. And didn't have to today. They were actually all defrosted. Yellowstone land. Oh, got it. Yeah, I like it. Kaylin Ward, how are you? God bless all white people. Yeah, and my black friends and Mexicans, and I don't care what color you are if you're fucking useful. If you're a piece of shit, I mean I know way more pieces of shit that are white than black folks, probably because I know more white people. But I live in a town with very few black folks. But when I go into Nashville or Memphis, and tons of black dudes. I don't have a fucking problem. I don't care what color you are. 143. Let me go ahead and remove you. You clearly don't fit here. Gone. Real question, isn't it sad preparing for a world that's basically over? Why not spend the time enjoying your life? J. Kim, you probably don't fit here, man. Like, I don't care to change your opinion. I do exactly what I want to do. I employ people. I pay them a good amount of money. They raise their children, and we produce a lot of our own food. We don't have chemicals. I don't know what you're talking about. Usually when we have this conversation, people want to say that preppers live an impoverished lifestyle and just live in fear all the time. I have 2 Porsches. I got a Range Rover. I own every fucking brand of truck that there is currently. It's on the property. I have a gym in my building. Like, I do exactly what I want to fucking do every day. And I make a fucking lot of money doing it. And that allows me to do what I want and those around me to do what I want. And I think I live a pretty good fucking life. Actually, I have 5,000 videos on this YouTube channel. You can see exactly how my fucking life is. Or you can fuck off and go watch some other content on the internet. Favorite chest rig? It depends, man. Obviously, these micro rigs, these subguns, you wouldn't want them if you're not carrying a subgun. And while subguns are super cool, into the world, I mean, carrying it around on a daily basis, it's going to be a short 5.56. It's just personal preference, man. We make equipment that is basically a tool. How many trucks do I have? 8, 9 trucks, I think. What truck are we driving? Today we drove Amanda's 4Runner. If I need to move a little bit of shit and I want, a brand new truck, I'm going to drive my Tundra. If I need to move a really big trailer, we're going to take my Dodge 5.9 Mega Cab with a 30-foot Big Tex trailer that I can put, an excavator and a skid steer or 2 full-size razors on there. Just, it's all tools, man. It all depends what I'm doing and where I'm going. Who makes the 8 mag? Is that what it's called, or is that the type? Thor, maybe there's some confusion here. I make the 8 mag. My company makes all of this shit right here. Everything you see here, we make it in this building, all of this equipment. I make the 8 mag stacked chest rig. My NSW chest rig is 6 mags, but you can scale it out. That's the one with the saw boxes on the side. This will hold 22 mags on the rig as it sits. These Rallymans will hold 12 before you add anything to them. I make an 8 mag and a 6 mag stacked chest rig. Those are in my Warfighter line of stuff. I do a Mod Frog chest rig, which doesn't have the saw boxes. This is a stacked micro. It carries 4 mags. These are AKM4s. These will carry 4 to 8 mags. Our shotgun rigs hold 24. This is an 8 mag stacked right here. 2 mags per cell there. 10 years worth of work in construction in my state. Plenty of work to be had. Money to be made. Yeah, there's money to be made everywhere. Motherfuckers talking about, I can't find work. That's because when you show up to work, you're not desirable. If you walk into work and they're like, where have you been working? And you start telling them how shitty all your other jobs were, they're never going to hire you because it's going to be them you're talking shit about next. Kids walk in here all the time and I'm like, what can you do? Not much, to be honest. Then why the fuck would I want to hire? Hey, let me give you a piece of advice. The next time you walk in asking somebody to give you a job or do something for you, you better fucking sound positive and make it sound like you were a benefit to the team. If I have 20 people in here working and I let a shitbag come in here, you're going to fucking throw a monkey wrench into everything that's happening. It's just attitude, man. If you can't find a job, it's because you're a piece of shit. You might have to take a different job than what you think you're worth right now. But the current, you farted, you're banned, dumbass. The current group of upcoming kids, and I mean even 20 and 30-year-olds coming out of college with liberal arts degrees, they've been told you know, they know their value and never take less than you're worth. How many motherfuckers out there can't find a job because somebody won't give them a management position? But they've never fucking worked a job, much less a management position in a job. They're never going to have anything. They're going to be literally the next wave of fucking homeless until they fucking stop being lazy and go fucking make themselves valuable. My website is SOE tacticalgear.com. Joshua Winnie there, he's a personal friend of mine in real life. He is posting links. If you click those links, they will take you to my website. Took a gut check on this job, but I've proved myself and I'm rising in the ranks. Not only that, man, you might not work at that company. Somebody will notice you. We've hired lots of people when we walked into other businesses, and you see the guy that stands out because it's easy. Because 10% of the people do 80% of the work. It's easy to identify those people. Do we do wholesale? We do not. I turned off my entire wholesale program 10 years ago. I do everything direct to consumer. I control my entire market. I made manager after 2 weeks. Just had a good boss. Nice. Been working since I was 13. I've been working since I was 13 also. I am 52 currently. My first job at 13 years of age, I rode a bus, 90 minutes, transferred 2 buses, worked at McDonald's where my grandfather got me a job. And I worked at McDonald's at 13 and a half. No, I don't have any layaway. Layaway is put your money in a fucking envelope and bring it to me. Or go make some money somewhere and bring it to me. Worked the fields at 14. Yeah, man. Yeah. That was my real first on paper job. I worked decorative brick, block, and masonry. I was a cleanup guy on a construction crew, unloading 2x6s and 4x8 sheets of plywood. Every Monday I was given a pair of new rubber gloves and a bottle of muriatic acid. And I would take the muriatic acid and mix it with water, and I would take all of the fog off of all the bullnose and all the clay tile that was put in, all the block. And then they would drop me off on construction site with a wheelbarrow, a pickaxe, and a sledgehammer, and I would break up concrete starting at 7:30 in the morning, and they would pick me up at 5 o'clock. And all the concrete I broke up, I would roll around to the front in a wheelbarrow, and then when the truck pulled up, I would pick up all the broken concrete and put it in the truck. I did that for years. Reddits are out tonight. William, I don't know what we're talking about. Reddits are out tonight. Are they on here talking shit, or Reddit is actually offline? What a bitter sounding man. Copper, I don't know who you're talking to. You need to clear up. If you're being a little cunt, tell us you're being a cunt, because I don't speak passive aggressive. So be very fucking clear here. Your life will go so much better if you are clear about what you say. Oftentimes, when you type some shit out, if you just had a couple more extra words, nobody would doubt or be unclear as to what you are trying to convey. Reddit trolls, they're good for business. Did they pay well at the time? Darth, I made $3.85 an hour. That was minimum wage. I would hand this man my money, and I'd never met him in person. But I have a big history. I mean, I have 35 years. Like, I used to joke, and I'm like, man, we've been doing this before the internet. But I really was. You had to send me a letter and send me a check and wait for it to clear and, you know, meet me and hand me cash. But literally, when did the internet start? 1991? But really, like in 2000, when search engines and such started, there's that much history. You can go back and see shit I posted. If you go back to Wayback Machine, you can see posts I made even if they had been altered or removed. Been here 2 or 3 years. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, Gold Leader. You should come out and meet us. If Super Chat, can I get some... I don't know what you're talking about. Just stopping by to check this out before I bunk in. Where are you going, Nick? Like, what are you doing? Just going to bed for the night? Big day tomorrow? Long day today? What's an old job you actually miss? You got to remember, I started this company when I was 17. I had a lot of fun when I was young. Girls, if you had the capability to talk to girls, it was easy to have girlfriends and such. If you ever watched the movie Clerks, I hung out at a mobile station in Kearney Mesa on Balboa, and it was just like the movie Clerks. We hung out at the gas station. We had all kinds of shenanigans. We got free gas. The police were always called there. There was a club up the street called Bacchanals. So at 1 o'clock when they closed, all the drunk girls came to the gas station. Dream Girls and Deja Vu were right up the road. So, I mean, we always had people. It was easy to get girls. We all had cars eventually. And it was way different in the 90s than it is now, especially watching kids. Kids can't talk to people in person. They meet girls on the internet, and then they get together, and you see them when they meet, and they don't know how to talk. They didn't have to work for anything. They met each other on a program, and then they show up, maybe have sex, probably have sex, and then have nothing in common. That's why the world's so fucked up. People, they don't have to have or work for anything, right? They have sex. Endorphins are released. They think they like one another. Before you know it, they move in, they live together, they maybe get married, have a kid, but their relationship is built on nothing other than the endorphins from having sex. Did you do anything gay in jail? No, Cricket. I'm not like you. And I was in federal prison, Lompoc. My roommate Robert was fucking the warden's daughter. Another friend of mine, the librarian, got fired because she got caught having sex with my friend. When he got out of prison, she actually picked him up with his child. And no gay shit. I never even saw. There was a couple fags in prison, but nobody messed with those guys. It wasn't like you think prison is. That's just some bullshit your little cunt ass says. Did door-to-door sales for a few years, helped a lot. Send them kids at 18 door-to-door. Yeah, Javier. Absolutely, man. Fun fact, John was the fastest pizza box maker in America. I actually was. That's very true. I worked at Pizza Hut. I worked at Gaetano's. I worked at several pizza places. I made dough. I was assistant manager. I was shift leader. I like doing delivery. I did delivery, when I came home from prison. I worked at 3 pizza restaurants, working 80 hours a week doing delivery. What is this channel? Carl E., this is my channel, if you're not familiar with how YouTube works. If you just click on the name from the video, the avatar, it'll take you to the channel. There's a description and an about button. I started this company when I was 17, 35 years ago. And we make nylon tactical gear. We build gear for the SEAL teams and SF units. And I started in San Diego and moved here to Tennessee 20-some years ago. Amanda, this thing is leaking. Something here is leaking. Maybe I hit it with a skid steer when I had it in here the other day. What was the deal with Osman rolling over? Darth Wizzy Wizard. You're welcome to contact me or ask that question in our members, but I suspect you're just trying to stir shit up here. Just the fact, Darth Wizzy Wizard. That sounds like a fucking turd right there. You might be a cool motherfucker. I doubt it, though. Did you get them contracts after 9/11? We had some of them. We did a lot of it before 9/11, actually. And after. I know company sells fake camo stuff. How do you guys deal with counterfeit? You can't counterfeit my stuff. There's a company overseas making stuff that they say it's SOE replica. It's complete garbage. You cannot build what we build and charge less for it. There's always some details missing. Big details. Guy reminds you of Henry Becker. Thomas, I don't know if that's I don't know who Henry Becker is, so I'll take that as a compliment. What's with all the trolls? I don't know, but it's good for business. For every one dude that comments, every single person he interacts with on YouTube is exposed to my algorithm. So just tolerate it a little bit. It's fun too, right? Last 3 or 4 nights, bunch of names I've never seen in here. Yeah, they're getting driven. A lot of it, there's some shit talking groups in Reddit. And when I go live, they try to send their friends over or whatever. It used to be like that from Facebook. It was very good for business. Reddit kids, there's no money coming from them. It's just fun. Do you have a trail building backpack? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. Looks like you got the goods. We make all this stuff in this building. If you look at this YouTube channel, there's 5,000 some videos. I go live several times a week. I'm on Instagram. My Facebook page has 750,000 followers. I've got 125,000 here. I got 120,000 on TikTok and then 65,000 on Instagram. And I go live through the day. You can see us building this stuff. I actually do videos. There's a video series I do called Full Build, where I take a piece of gear and show you exactly how to build it. You watch me build every step of it. So for the guys that are like, man, I'd never pay $200 for that. I could build that myself. Well, you could, because I showed you exactly how to build it. Have to start over today. How would you start and what would you do different? I'd do exactly what I'm doing. I'd go buy a sewing machine. I did. Like a lot of people ask me that. Some of you guys don't realize, I went to federal prison and did come home and start with fucking zero. I was literally homeless. I had 1 pair of clothes. I didn't even have I had no ID, no driver's license, no social security number. So in theory, I couldn't even go to work, but I did. Within 1 week, I had 3 jobs working 80 hours a week with no identification. Armor-plated Dockers, not my thing. I don't do any armor. What does denial mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh no, I don't do any trail clearing stuff like that. No, there's companies that do it. Look at all the wildland firefighter stuff. Kiri, how are you? She stood up 6 times. Fucking badass, man. Good. That's fucking the best shit I've heard today, Paul. That's awesome. This sounds dumb, but are you only online or you have in-store spot? We're in Tennessee, man. We have events here where you can come here. If you happen to be driving past, you can come to the shop and, we'll show you around. It's a big day for her. She took a wheelchair ride around the unit. Nice. Yeah, excuses are easy. Success is not. If you're making excuses, you're not spending time to be successful. People that grumble and complain, they're never going to make it. It's literally a mindset. Like 95% of it is fucking mindset. I remember the story, John, how you started after prison. I just remember you venting years back about Osman from my understand. Dude, the video's out there, man. I have a membership on here. It's $10. We do a video once a week. You guys ask questions. We build the video around your questions. There's hundreds of those videos up there. You can ask about business. You can ask about how to work social media. You can ask about how I started. You can ask fucking anything up there. It's $10. We also have Patreon, same type of deal. We also have a podcast called Pulling the Thread. You can look it up. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok. It's everywhere. But what you see there is months and months behind. Our members, we do a video once a week, and the membership gets that video the week it comes out as current. You're the most successful seamstress. Yeah, okay. I mean, are you trying to talk shit? I also fucking pay more in taxes than you will make. I literally pay more every week in payroll taxes than you make every year. I promise you. Seamstress. When somebody says that, they think that's an insult. 10 years making excuses and discover. Thanks, man. I'm glad you did something. Is this the Ben? Ben, tell me something that would identify you as being the Ben Thomas and not some little fucking cunt that made a fake page. Do I own or lease the building? We just squatted in it. One day, somebody might show up. Griffin is 6, 200 pounds, 13 years. All right, Ben, what's up, buddy? Man, my number one asked question is, what's up with Ben? I'm like, why don't you fucking ask Ben? If you know him, you know how to contact him. If he wanted you to know, you would fucking know. What's up, man? I didn't see that comment. We met at a gun show with Ish. Yep, that's you, bro. When I tell Ranger Dave, tell me something, I know it's you. He's like, I masturbate to videos of myself masturbating. So glad I stumbled across this live right on. Just saw my buddies check. They take like 500. Yeah, man. The more money you make, the more they fucking take. Ordered Dream Rig, Woodland Mod Frog last week. Excited to see it. We have those, man. That should have shipped. Has it shipped to you already? Do you not have it? Maybe you used a code. It's waiting for a promo item. The Versace of Velcro. That Ben actually gave me that name. That was Ben Thomas right there came up with that. Knowing how to sew will be a great skill. Yeah, it will. Yeah, everybody should know how to sew at least a little bit. If you're in the military, you knew how to fucking at least put a button on. Did you see all the dudes fucking complaining about these bags? Close up a ripped shirt. Man, I think of just imagine how many people just throw shit away and don't fucking even try to close up or fix it. We live in a world that is so easy that we can just fucking throw stuff away. Think about how much food comes out of a refrigerator that just goes in the trash because we didn't have to eat it. Got visor today. Excellent broth kit. Send pics attached to our jet. Well, nice. Nice. Harley Joe. Mike Hunt sent her here. Biscuits and gravy for dinner. That sounds good. The bone broth is incredible. It is. And it's freeze dried. It's very stable. All you gotta do is add water to it. If you're in a situation where you need something warm, fucking the bone broth is great. And we know where the bones come from. Like, we know the guy that fucking raises the chickens. We know the guys that raise the cows. We know the guy that makes the broth. How much Native American do I have? I don't have any Native American. What was the first set of gear you made back then? Chest rig, plate carriers. The first thing I ever made was a mini mag flashlight pouch. That same night, I made a knife sheath. And within a couple weeks, I was doing a more stripped down version of these vests here. Helmet bags, yeah. Yeah, I was making kit bags. Found nearly a whole package of 14, 16 gauge wire connectors in the trash, yeah. Working at Costco, we throw much away, yeah. I wish I could, imagine if you could just pull up a dumpster and Costco would just dump all their shit in you and you picked it up there and you pick it up once a week to feed to your animals. We have a couple restaurants we get scrap food from once a week. I get a ton of cabbage from one place. And we give that to the rabbits, and they eat the shit out of that stuff. And we make a lot of compost out of it, too. I think your first gear was helmet bag for Metal Militia. Nah, I did some shit for those guys. But I was making, kit before that. I knew you before we knew the Metal Militia guys. BS and GS, I don't know what that is. Yeah, shit is made to be thrown away, man. I try to buy stuff not like that. This is going to sound stupid, but what I want to make one day is the roll-up carrying case Rick O'Connell had in The Mummy. Why don't you do that out of leather, man? Look on Etsy. There's dudes doing shit like that. You could get some ideas out of there. I do a watch knife roll-up that's similar to that. I also do a tool roll-up, and I do a wrench roll-up. Metal Militia sat next to you in and out in Vegas. Deegan's out here. My video guy Brandel films for Brian Deegan. He films for his kid. Our buddy Bobby is partners with Brian Deegan in a motocross series out here. Right in Clarksville on some private property is a Red Bull track where they film a ton of shit. And Brandel is real tight with all those guys. Etsy leather goods, nice. Doing a turkey sandwich with hummus. I'd had, what did I have tonight? It was called a Alabama sandwich. We went to a delicatessen, and it was bologna, mustard, lettuce, and there was some other meat on there too. Obviously, the bologna stood out because that's what's in my head. It was pretty good. Haley Deegan. No, his son. His son. Hummus is a sauce. No, hummus is actually chickpeas. There's another name for it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's chickpeas and olive oil if it's made right. You don't want like rapeseed oil or none of that bullshit. What are those? Day packs. These are day packs. If that's what we're talking about, these are all day packs. Which I think Griffin has a day pack. And then these are rifle cases. Hospital cafeteria chicken, green with black trim on the floor. Yeah, those are day packs, bud. You want one? Surrounded by consumable items, and it's so easy to just throw shit out. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Yeah, it sure is. The rig I got from you in '98 is at the SEAL Museum in Fort Pierce. Yeah, it sure is, man. I've got pictures of it. Local Barbecue Shack sells a ham and smoked sausage sandwich. That sounds good. Pepper Jack. Ordered the new shirt. I like it too, man. I'm wearing it right now. It's got the micro rig on there. And then on the back, it's got the hydro carrier. We've got a woodland camo version of this right now. Also, we're not going to print it for probably a couple months. We got some artwork that's being worked out right now. It's Bob's Big Boy with a rifle. Yeah, people on all the lives, people ask on the lives, and like they ask pretty frequently on the membership questions. My answer is if Ben wants you to know about Ben, Ben will tell you. They're like, "Where's Mookie?" I'm like, "You don't know Ben. Mookie was a character that Ben played. Ben put Mookie away, and he's busy raising his kid. If he wanted you to know about him, you would know about him." Will there be a left and right? Oh no, not of the shirt. No, we only ran the screens. On a cruise this week in Caribbean, and a dude had one of your fanny packs. 5% body fat? No, I'm sitting like fucking 18% body fat right now. If I quit drinking for 6 weeks, I'll come down a couple points. No cardio. Father-in-law has blood clots in the. I saw you say that last night, man. Any updates on that? Have a decent bit of snow on the ground. Man, we got no snow and all the froze. I still got like blocks of ice sitting in the shade where I dumped out water bowls, but it was warm enough today that all the water bowls were melted out. They were all water again. Love the fupa. What's a fanny pack? The fanny packs are small. The fupas are bigger. The fupas can be worn as a crossbody or a chest pack also. They come with shoulder straps. Then we got an XL and then the dangler. The dangler will attach underneath all of the micro rigs. Not seeing any shipping notification. Woodland Mod Frog. Any chance of another run? No, I got them, man. I thought we have Mod Frogs. Maybe I'm fucked up on that. I've got Woodland right here. I thought we had some Mod Frogs. And I mean, I got a multicam. Yeah, here's Woodland right here. Anything else on your order? What's your order number? Started in his leg, went through the heart, and are in the lungs. The clots did. Making a killing selling this, man. Tubs and Tupperware. Someone gets on that. Jason knocked the shirt. Yeah, Jason did a good job with it. Brandon, F3 Tactical, F3 Survival on YouTube. Is that his channel? I'm sure I'm fucking it up. Anyways, Brandon, our tattoo guy, Tattoo 101, he did this artwork. Woodland Frogs. Yeah, we've got Woodland Frogs. Who's the dude talking about that? And what's his order number? 3H. 3H. Man, I always fuck that up. That means it's a terrible name. Good YouTube channel. You guys should all check him out, 3H. Brandon's a super good dude. He was here Friday, as a matter of fact. Woodland. Let's see. 229, 298. Hold on. Hold on, let me look it up. 229, 229, 298. Is this Paul? Pumpkin Defender. 229, 298. Mod Frog. When did you order this? January 12th. How do I pull this order up? Paul, no code on this, right? Let me get a screenshot of this. We'll figure it out. I buy and sell ham. I am the muffin man. Okay. Remember tattoo guy who came to the Christmas party, then killed himself. Yeah, I do, man. Chad, yeah. Dude gave me his last tattoo ever. Yeah. Yeah, Chad, man. That's a fucking shitty deal. If that's on USA annexing first. Well, I don't think we're going to annex it. I think they're going to give Canada to us. That'd be great for fucking Canadians. But come on. Anybody, if you've not read The Art of the Deal, that's Trump's thing, right? Ask for something absolutely insane and then negotiate backwards. And they're going to negotiate down to something well beyond what you actually wanted. Yeah, Chad Cagle. Amanda's got a lot of tattoos that he did. Kenya shop? Are you in Kenya? How much y'all weight? What? I don't know. Are you asking how much I weigh? Both parties need to want to do business. Yeah. Are you in Canada, Javier? don't want any new states, but I'm down with the territories, yeah. Lost enough weight that my belt is out of adjustment. I wear that low profile belt, man. It's got lots of adjustment. Hostage, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? Got that Miami Vice shit right there. Thought about Greenland strategic landmass? Same thing, or yeah. It's the assets that they want. We want the water. We want the oil to come through Canada. We want the timber. And did you not hear that we give Canada $200 billion? Yeah, we need to get something for that $200 billion. If we stopped giving them $200 billion, what would happen? They would collapse. That's literally what Trudeau said. They would implode. They would be a third world country. So that sounds like another state or territory. New Orleans, right on. Greenland for Arctic trading and pipeline. Yeah, everything, it's always about something. It's not because we want that fucking landmass. You want a moose. I think you should totally have a moose. You should ride a moose around town. Fucking moose for everyone. It's like hippopotami, moose-eye. What wood Canada burnt most of their lumber forest down? Yeah. Space lasers burnt most of that shit down. It was not Canadians. You wouldn't mind having a moose? Bad chunk of screen is busted and I don't double check before sending. Are you online only or do you have a storefront? I'm in Tennessee. Are you in Tennessee? If you end up in Tennessee, you can come here. But for the most part, I am online. We also have events here. We'll have upwards of 1,000 people here in June for the party. You are welcome to come to the party. It is free. It's a pretty big fucking deal. We have all kinds of vendors and food and entertainment. That was uranium glass. That was. And I believe that was sent from Kiri to Amanda. I think that's where that one came from. Moose saddlebag. Did you get rid of the snakes? I do not have any snakes currently. I have actually been looking at snakes. I think Jack Spirko and I should do a show once a month just about reptiles. Do you think Tennessee will pass a OH, I don't even like law, Armed Board of Ed? Yeah, I think they will. I think that's coming. I think you're going to see that happen federally, actually. Stop by the week before the party. William S., will you be at the party, man? Will you be here for the party? Reptile show would be, because every time it comes up, we can go on and on and on about it. Should run this shop as an extension of New York City, Manhattan, French. Oh yeah, the fucking green tree python in Amanda's office. Make uranium glass arrowheads with that dish. Nah, I like the dishes. Did you try the salted blood orange? I have not tried any of that, Kiri. I have not even sat down to eat that. I've been just eating these prep meals. Do you guys make vests that service dogs? We don't, man. There's a lot of guys out there making good dog stuff, though. Check out Kilo Niner Pets. That's a friend of mine, Mike Masita. Super good dude out of California. He did some contract sewing for me early on. I've known him for 30 years, probably. He's friends with Andrew Ho from Airsoft Extreme, Ben. I'll be there for a class. Don't have enough PTO for two. Got it. Yeah, you can come by, man. I think there should be an armed veteran in every school. I'm reading somebody's comment. Been to SOE twice, already want to build a homestead. This is a good place to build a homestead, man. There's property here. I know an unemployed guy that loves handling snakes. Oh, yeah? I don't know any unemployed guys. I think janitors and bus drivers should be on. Yeah, they probably should. They probably should. If you're in Facebook, join the new page, SOE Party. There you guys go. Anthony, if you post another fucking cartoon picture, it will be the last post you make here. Participate in the conversation. Live tissue. Oh, there. That's a fucking good class, guys. That's a serious fucking... You will not get an opportunity to do that very many times. It's at our buddy's place in Ohio. Homestead Medical is one of the instructors. He's the primary instructor, actually, for the medical portion of that. That's a live tissue lab. If you don't know what a live tissue lab is, look that up. It's cold out here. Any predictions on Trump's second run as president? I don't know what you're asking me. You mean his current, like the current term that he is now in? I don't know. It's been pretty fucking good the last 4 or 5 days. Who's getting cut for the live tissue lab? Usually a pig. Rick's thermal scopes are surprisingly great. Not ever heard of them. Javier, I'm out too, man. I'm about to cut out some more pieces of this rifle case and start sewing it together tonight. Apparently the price is set pretty well. I've got a fucking lot of guys that want these things. Possible to build bug out bag for less than 1,000. Sure you can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's a sliding scale, right? You can get a $500 backpack, you can get a $100 backpack. And a lot of the stuff that's in a if you look at a guy's bug out bag, the more knowledge he has, the less shit he has to have. And when you unload guys' packs and we unload them and we look at them, there's a lot of redundancy in there. We can cut the weight down by pounds all the time. A wise man once said, raise your fucking pride. That's true. That's true. Because it's great. Because when people feel like the price is too high, they weren't going to be a client anyways. And when they come out talking shit and they see you push back on the shit talkers, it solidifies the other guys. It draws them into the fight, which pushes the algorithm, which expands the eyeballs. The guys hitting me up that are like, when can I buy it? I want this. They're not the dudes commenting in the fucking post. They're the guys just sending the DMs quickly because they want to be the first guy in line. That's why in the military and survival training they have less equipment. Man, we had a dude named Wetsu at TAC Response. He came in for a cold weather survival class. My son was there. He was 9. I think he was 9. And he had all these dudes come in on a Friday. There was a class going. I don't know what it was, a rifle class or something. But they'd come in for this weekend class. And he had everybody bring all their packs in. He's like, bring all your gear in. Let's look at all your gear. And then he had them all walk out of the shop once the gear was in the shop, had them get in their cars, and drove to the range with no gear. And they did the class that way. He gave them a Altoids tin with a little emergency survival kit in the Altoids tin. And that's what they fucking used. And when I went out there Saturday, they had dug-ins with fire reflectors and hot rocks and they had a whole fucking village built out there in the snow and ice. How many days could I realistically get out of one of low budget? My skill level is not the highest, but I'm definitely willing to learn. Muffin Man, check out Dave Canterbury just because I know Dave. You have a lot of options. Check out Dave Canterbury on YouTube. Once you do that, it will recommend other videos to you. There's tons of bug out bag videos, and what you really need to do is learn bushcrafting. The more knowledge you have, the less equipment you have. And are you in shape? Like, could you hike 10 miles right now? Could you get out of your car and just walk home from where you are right now? Because a lot of people, they want to buy all this equipment, but they don't want to fix their fitness. And fitness is free. Sister had never been camping before the wetsuit class. It was snowing and raining. Cody, yeah, that's right, man. That's right. I forgot all about your sister being out. You never have Chuck Peoples on pulling the thread. Yeah, several times I have. It would be interesting to see what he's seen and what people are the least prepared. Chuck's been on the compound videos. Compound Coalition video. That's the video series. Can I spell Dave's last name? Somebody put a link up or spell Canterbury's. It's Pathfinder School. He used to have a TV show with Cody Lundeen on the Discovery Channel. You usually sleep 8 hours. No, I usually sleep about 4.5. At Joshua Chuck, complaint number 1, you. Pathfinder School, David Canterbury. Thank you, Kiri. All right, somebody screenshot that. I'm about to get off of here. You guys screenshot that if you want it. No, I can't walk home, but I've been drugged by a train for a quarter of a mile by my right leg. There you go. Homestead Medical. Dave Canterbury. You have a ton of options. I guarantee there's somebody close to you that does bushcrafting. Become friends with that guy. Find some of the ham radio guys. You don't want the old dude that's got his fucking call sign on his license plate. Younger dudes, if they're into ham radio and they're younger dudes, they're also into prepping and survival stuff probably. But if the first thing they want to talk about is guns, that's not the dude you need. What kind of bags do I recommend for first aid? Our vehicle med bag's pretty good. We do a medical backpack. Homestead Medical there. Low power mode. Close. Homestead Medical right there. He sells a load kit. He sells a full medical components kit for every medical pack and bag that SOE makes. MCAB's good. Coming out of a car. I like something with shoulder straps. What's the price of my tactical vest? I'm the most expensive guy in the industry. I've got micro rigs here, our small rigs starting at, I don't know, 165. I've got rigs that go all the way up to $1,500. Just told a friend about your business. He's going to check. Thanks, man. Yeah, we haven't done any paid advertising in a decade. We used to be on full ads in Recoil magazine. We used to be on every magazine every month. But everything's word of mouth now. Everything's the internet, social media. Homestead, how do I find your shit website? It's homesteadmedical.com or .us. I use light tool bag for my first. Yeah, that'd work great. That would work great. We're about to die off here. I don't know why the battery wasn't charged on this. I've learned that the first question is how much. It's probably not for you. I do it too, though. A lot of times I'm like, why don't you guys just kind of list a price on this so it's not a fucking mystery? Why do I have to message you and do all that shit? Because depending on what the price is, I'm going to know right then whether I'm going to waste your time and my time. Like, you'll see me put out what the price is, because that, number one, it creates a whole feeding frenzy. And the guys that think it's too expensive will talk about it all over the place. So it's like negative advertising, but there's no such thing as bad publicity. Four orders to Alaska. Paul Jensen, thanks, man. It's a great way to wrap up Saturday. David Hosfeld, thanks for being on. Ben, if you get a hold of me, I can put you in touch with Chuck there. Or if you just click on his name, you'll find all of his stuff there. I personally know Chuck. Chuck comes out here and does all of our medical stuff. Cody Lindens has a great survival book out. Dude pretty much uses bear. Is that 98.6 degrees to keeping your ass alive or something like that? Okay. Robert, I'm about to get off of here, man. Tactical body armor. Yeah, we don't do any body armor. Better buy Scully a tracksuit. All right, guys, I'm out. Everybody have a good night.